Deciding that you're going to shatter NHL records is pretty flexible because you're actually bored. But that just underlines how stupidly dominant the Boston Bruins have been this season. Brad Marchand told me a few weeks ago that he doesn't really care about his team's NHL single-season records for wins and points. Before this season, if you asked any team on this team who had any of these records, nobody would know because nobody cares. Because it's not about the regular season, said Marchand. On Sunday, the Bruins set a new winning record. They set a new points record on Tuesday, breaking a record set by the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens. They opened a playoff spot on March 11th and secured the Presidents' Cup 19 days later. Marchand admitted that the Bruins started collecting NHL records like Pokémon because they had nothing better to do before the Stanley Cup playoffs. We've had our eyes on it for the last time. We locked it first. We needed something to play for the rest of the regular season. This is not our everything or our end. I'm very happy right now, don't get me wrong. That's a regular season record. In other words, being the greatest regular season team of all time means exactly that, nothing more. The Bruins told one man that postseason success was the only real validation of their greatness as a team. Other Presidents' Cup winners have sought this validity. Few people deserved it. Sports are full of curses, from Bambino to video game cover athletes. The Presidents Trophy Hex can be shown 36 trophy winners. Of these, only 11 have advanced to the Stanley Cup Final, and only 8 have lifted the trophy. During pay cap period, only 3 teams have won the Presidents' Cup and advanced to Stanley Cup Final. The 2007-2008 Detroit Red Wings and the 2012-13 Chicago Blackhawks won the trophy. The 2010-11 Vancouver Canucks met their demise against the Bruins, who stole their dreams and left them in a burning pile. Since NHL entered the wild card format in 2013-14, not a single Presidents' Cup winner has made it to Stanley Cup Final. Lost to 2014-15 Rangers in conference finals. The 2018-19 Tampa Bay Lightning famously lost in the first round and was swept away by the lowest-seeded Columbus Blue Jackets. 7 other teams were eliminated in the second round, symptomatic of a format whose goal was to force divisive competitive streaks rather than retain the NHL's most successful regular season teams. History tells us the Bruins will not survive the Stanley Cup playoff game. Recency tells us that if any team can break trends and reverse the curses, it's them. They're just a well-oiled machine, Buffalo Sabres forward Kyle Okposo told me this week. They are different from Tampa a few years ago. Boston, a cross between Lightning and the Bruins of old, it wasn't fun to play against them when you get in there and it's the turn of a there. They are just solid. They play the same way all day. When you have Matt